Lauren, welcome to the podcast. Can't wait to dig into your coaching session.
Yeah, thanks so much. I'm so excited.
So I wanted to set the stage, and I said it a little bit in the intro in terms of your travel course. You've got this travel agency, and initially my understanding was your course was a way to recruit other travel agents. It was like kind of a lead gen course, and now you want to pivot. Like talk to me about that a little bit.
Yeah, so it's really scary to pivot, but I really feel like I could reach more people and get people that are interested in the travel industry to learn about it, see if it's a right fit for them, and really just get into the industry and make money, right? So I want to help other entrepreneurs.
Okay, I love this. And then what do you think sets your course apart? Like I've got to imagine there's a couple of different travel agency, like how to build your own travel agency courses out there. Like what sets you apart?
Well, I think it's myself. I mean, I hate to say it, but
No, that's great. I can tell. I've known you for like just a couple of minutes here, and you've got just a great personality.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
that I was a teacher, so I do have a master's degree from UVA in education.
Yeah.
Let me just throw that in there.
Do
Um,
it.
but so that's a huge piece. So I really have the education background and I love teaching. So if I could even reach more and more people, I think that would be great. And yeah, so I have the education background and I'm in the front line. So I'm actually
Mm,
in the industry.
yeah.
So I'm not just like a big corporation. And I think I'm fun, right? I
Yeah.
want to, and I think that's a big part of it. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I love that. And I want you to sell that if it's not on the sales page already, right? So you're on the front lines, you're in the ditches, right? So to speak, beautiful
Yeah.
ditches because it's travel. Beautiful, gorgeous beach ditches. And like your personality comes through. Maybe you show clips from it and just show like when you're teaching and how your teaching style is different. Like I want you to highlight that. So if you're not doing that already, and really what we're going to talk about today is the opportunities that you have to sell this. Like you've already seen success in terms of the recruitment, in terms of building up your agency. And so talk to me first about, I know you have a presence on Instagram. Like what were kind of your plans, or what are the opportunities you think for selling this course?
Right. So that, I mean, I self travel for a living. So I'm comfortable with sales. But I think when it's just scary, right? So
Yeah.
I get a little worried about the sales piece because I'm not just selling amazing vacations. Now I'm actually selling something I created and that I have doubts on.
Okay, why do so this is so interesting to me, right? Like you could sell an amazing vacation, but you just rattled off all these reasons why I should buy from you. So what do you think it is? Is it about charging for your expertise, or you got paid to be a teacher, right?
You're right. I think that you're right. I should just think of it like that. I just get scared that other people in the industry are going to be like, who is she? Why does she think she knows what she's talking about? Or maybe they buy the course and they're like, I could have just figured this out on my own. Right. There's so
Mm,
much information out there,
yeah.
and everyone has a freebie and everyone has all of this free stuff. So I'm doubting the value that I'm going to bring, I guess.
Okay. Okay. So love this. And you're not alone. Everyone listening right now is probably shaking their heads in their cars or on their walks right now, right? And I think, and I talk to women, mostly women like that, like you all the time, Lauren, who are saying, hey, I know I'm an expert. I know I'm incredibly talented at this and I bring the results, but then when it comes to selling my course, like I get a little shy, or I get a little bit of, like, let's say it, imposter syndrome, right? It's a little bit of that.
Yes.
So I would invite you to, you before we hopped on, you're like, I get so much press. And it wasn't arrogance you saying that. You're like, that's just a matter of fact. I get a lot of press. I get a lot of media. So that tells me, Laura, that you are incredible in what you do. You have an incredible agency, a successful agency. I was on your website, I was checking you out. And you need to remind yourself of that, of who you are, and take stock. I invite everyone to do this. Take stock. I was just doing this in the shower the other day, taking stock of the year. And
Yeah.
because I need to pump myself up too, right? Like we all have low moments. And I was thinking, oh yeah, I got that this year, and this person applied for that, or this person reached out to me for this year. So like your brag bucket, right? And you have that front and center to remind you that because here's what's happening is that fear is gonna stop you, right? That fear is gonna stop you saying like, oh, I should be sending out a campaign for this, or I should be reaching out to this person, but I think I'll do something else because, right? Like I'll do what feels comfortable. Oh, the travel agent stuff. I'm amazing at that.
Right.
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 Oh, I'm amazing at recruiting agents. So I don't want you to put that. I don't want you to put the course aside because you don't feel as confident, because you have an incredible portfolio, right? And we just have to remember that. Like you are the incredible expert.
I love that brag bucket. I wrote that down. I am going to do like a giant brag bucket in my office because, and I am actually going to have my agents do it too, because we all need this. Like we all totally need this. And I love that idea.
Okay. So I love the idea of you doing it and then your agents doing it. And then I see huge play on social, right? Because you are Instagram guru.
Yeah.
So, and imagine like their brag bucket showing like, that's so, I want to be that. That's so aspirational for people taking your course, right?
Yeah.
Like this is what I can become. This is the agent I can become if I take Lauren's course. So cool. Social proof.
Yeah. Yeah, you're right. So would you say that the best place to sell a course is Instagram?
So, okay. I think the best place to sell a course is many places. So let me explain. So, and this is where I want you to make a list of your course opportunities. So Instagram is one, because I know you can already sell on that because you mentioned that to me. Before we hopped on, you mentioned, hey, I have opportunities with other agencies to sell this. So that's opportunity number 2. Okay. So, and let's get back to that in a minute because I have some ideas for you. What are other opportunities for you to sell, like relationship building, or I have an affiliate opportunity, like maybe you invite affiliates to your course to put your course out there. Maybe you start small with just a few, Lauren, and then you expand from there. You have an opportunity, like in the travel agency, you must have partners, right?
Yes.
That so maybe you don't book the flights. Okay, this is where I don't know the nuances of travel agencies.
Right.
But like maybe somebody who actually books the flight for you, you have a relationship, you have a long-time relationship. You would love if she got the word out and maybe she becomes an affiliate and a partner with you.
Oh,
Right?
I see.
Name some of the partners that you work with, hotels or
hotels. Yeah, just other business. There's so many in the travel.
So many, right? Like food vendors, and
tours,
tours, cruises, right?
Yes.
So maybe you can partner and they can get the word out, right? Or where are your potential people, right? Where are other agents, I don't know, universities, or there's other educational opportunities.
Yeah.
So that's the third one. I think about who can I partner with, and maybe they become an affiliate. Maybe initially it's just getting the word out. So let's go back to other agencies. I would like you to consider, if you, because it sounds like you have interest, you can do a license fee. You can say, instead of saying $500, like you sign up 10 people, they're $250 a pop, and I'll sell you 10 logins. 10, you can call them licenses, logins, and then you're selling to businesses overall, right? Versus trying to do the individual.
Oh my God, Gina, I needed you in my life like 6 months ago.
No, you can do it now, though. You can do it now.
Oh my gosh. These are the things that I don't know. And that's why you need an expert. That's why people are like, I can book my own trip. I'm like, yeah, you can, but I'm an expert. So like, that's the whole thing, right?
Yes. And this is on your sales page, right? Like, I know it's probably on your actual website in terms of what you just said, right? Yes. I could book a trip to Greece on my own, but especially my husband Alex and I, like, we are foodies, so we want like the ultimate food tours, right? Yes. We want somebody who's going to take us, but not like the nice places, right? Like
you want to go to like grandma's or opa's kitchen, like how to make baklava.
Yes. Like when we're in Italy, we were at like the back alley places with like the house wine. Like and then I need an agent for that.
Yeah.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you are an expert in this. Okay. Love that licensing fee thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, and then start out with a few agencies, right? And start and say, and then you could say you're getting it from the ground up. I'll charge you this per license or per login. You know, never, because you're getting it ground up, you never get this price again, right?
Yeah.
And then you can expand from there. So just try it on. You're gonna try a bunch of different things on, Lauren. Okay. And then you can expand from there. Say like, okay, I got a couple of affiliates now. Like I'm going to expand this bad boy, or I've got a couple of agencies. I'm going to expand this program. And then you go from there. And meanwhile, you're selling on social, right? Because you know you can do it. Yeah. And you know you have opportunity there. And that's great. And that becomes that revenue. So you just focus on those 3 for now. Okay. And then other opportunities will come up. Right. I'm sure for you.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that seems like a lot. Now, how you specialize in this sort of thing, and how do we put it all together? Like, I've listened to your podcast. It's amazing. And I just feel like there are, like, I have so many parts, but it's still a lot. How do you recommend kind of putting it all together and like, you know,
all the content. Yeah. So, my posted exercise process, if you haven't done it already, so I have a podcast for it. So I'll send you the podcast. I also go deeper in my 6-week accelerator program. So, in terms of walking you through that post exercise, but really listening to that post-it exercise and figuring out what's your outline overall, and then seeing how the pieces come together. So you probably have, because I know you've built out your course, right, Lauren?
Right.
So, and you might have tentacles at this point, right? Do you have like unwielding tentacles? You got a piece of content here, you got a piece of content there.
Well, no, it's streamlined. It's okay. 10 less, because I was a teacher, so I write lessons, and I am going to listen to that.
Oh, then you're organized then. So
yeah, no, I have it all done in 10 lessons in a flow. I'm saying like, sales piece, getting my website.
Okay.
Those pieces are confusing.
I see. Okay.
Pricing,
So in my 6-week accelerator, if people are listening, we do talk about the marketing, and we do talk about like pulling together a promo. So, but I get, so the first thing I want you to do is that opportunities to sell. And then do you have a sales page up? Do you have
not for this. No.
Because you've just been selling word of mouth, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I have not even, people just reach out to me because they're like, I want to do what you do.
Yeah.
That's amazing. I don't even sell anything. Oh
my gosh, that's amazing. So, okay, this is great. So, this happens, right? This is a quality problem, as I like to say, because you've just been selling it because you have an incredible network and you have an incredible social presence, and you've got media. And people listening, they're like, yes, they're nodding their head like, yes, I've got a great consultancy and it's working and the machine's working for me. Now you want to expand beyond that. So now you need to create these pieces. Okay, now I understand. Okay, so I am going to plug the 6-week accelerator here again, because we talk through simple sales pages. We talk through wait lists. We talk through all these pieces that you need to set up for your course. So, so to just give you a preview, I'd like you to get a wait list up immediately, because you're already selling this, but it doesn't even have, if the wait list, it can be because you're trying to build out a sales page, or you can get a simple sales page built out immediately. Okay, Lauren?
Right.
And then start taking those orders, because especially for the licenses, the agency, you could just generate an invoice for them, right? To start. You could just do a phone call and sell it, and then send out an invoice. And then as you're building that, as you're selling it, do that simple sales page to the checkout, and then start to figure out, okay, well, then I need my welcome emails, right? How am I taking care of them? Like, what's my welcome experience like? Okay. So start small. And then here's what's great. You can just build on. You're already selling the course. You're already making money.
Okay.
Okay.
Very little money. So that's
but starting to make money, though. Yes, I get it. You're not making $1 million, but the fact that you are making money shows that people want the course, they want this program, and there's room to grow.
Okay. And you know what? If it doesn't work out, then I can move on to the next great idea I have. You know, I think we get kind of all caught up in like, oh my God, if it doesn't work out, but you know what? That's okay.
Well, yes, it's true. And I think you're going to try different audiences. Like you're going to try different ways to market. So you're going to try social media, then you're going to go to agencies, then you're going to partner, right? And see. So this to me is a multi-channel marketing effort, and it is a way for you to see what clicks.
Okay.
And then other opportunities will come up. Like I'd like you to build, do you have an email list right now?
Yeah.
Okay. Have you hit up your email list about this course?
Well, no. So my email list.
Your email list is people who want to travel though. It's not potential agents.
During COVID, I started and I have a little email list. It's
Okay.
little.
So this is great. If you listen to the podcast, I don't know if you listen to Paige Schulte's podcast. She's a real estate agent. She's just where you were, just where she is when she was starting out. She's a real estate agent. Okay. Very, very successful. And she put out a course for agents. Now, her list was full of Washington people who wanted to buy houses, not agents. Same with you. Your list is full of people who want to travel and do beautiful things, right? So they're not necessarily potential agents. Right. So now you'll want to build out that audience. Okay. Potential agents. So you're shifting a little bit and you're building that other brand, right? Yes. Yeah. Yes. So, and that happens too, because a lot of people are where you are, like you're highly successful in your expertise, and now you want to teach other people how to do it. So now you just got to build up that audience, which will be natural, but you just want to set up that list, right? Nurture them, right? And set up the list building and stuff like that. Cool.
Oh my gosh, Gina, you are brilliant.
We should do this every day. Every day. I'll call you tomorrow.
There's always people I can talk to, and you really spoke to me, and I just feel like this is a sign. I'm big into like the universe and, stewing on ideas, and this one is just really grabbing me.
Yeah. Okay, good. Anything else before we wrap that you want to talk about or you wanted to ask me?
No, I mean, I think I might. Well, do you think I'm a good candidate for this 6-week program?
100%, because even though I teach you how to build out the course, there's also a lot of marketing in there, a lot of promotion, how to pull these pieces together that you're wondering about. So like the simple sales page, how to promote, how to do a multi-channel marketing effort, the welcome process. We talk through the welcome process and how to have that dialed in with the emails. So yes, I do.
And what about, you say building a course or building it out? I have it, like I'm a teacher at heart. Like I literally wrote a lesson plan for each of these.
I love it.
And like I went back to what I know. Yeah. So it's built out on like a slide deck. It's not on a fancy program like Kajabi or something.
Oh, it's built out on a slide. And then how are you releasing it? How do people access it?
So we do it live once a week, and I'm there teaching live.
Oh, wow. Okay, you do it live. Okay, why don't you put it in Kajabi or something? Why don't you put it?
Well, I looked at Kajabi. I was like, that's so expensive.
Well, okay, it doesn't have to be Kajabi. You could do Learn World. You could do Mighty Networks. You could do.
I was just like, who needs that? This works just fine.
Well, and it does. I'm sure it does. But the only thing is, you have to teach it live every week. Right. So, and then over how many weeks, Lauren?
10-week course.
Okay, I mean, that's a lot. That's 10 weeks.
I told you I'm undercharging.
Yeah. Oh my God, 100%. Oh my goodness. I didn't know you were teaching it live for 10 weeks. And then $500? 500. Wow. Yeah. Okay. So you have validation. You have, people, you have pricing validation. You have course validation. I would invite you to at least, or put part of it in, it doesn't have to be Kajabi. It could be like one of these, there's a million sites, right?
I know there's a million sites. Do you recommend a site in your course? Like,
I talk about different sites. I talk about, spoiler alert, I talk about Kajabi, I talk about Mighty Networks, I talk about Podia. Learn Worlds is a new one that I just discovered. So, but yes, I talk about those sites inside the course as well. And there's tutorials, but let's get that up in a course site. And then you can offer some Q&As. I'm cool with that. I don't want you teaching live for 10 weeks or charging a lot more money for it. Maybe there's you could do a mix. You could do like a canned component inside of the course, and then you go live every so often. Or yeah, there's a lot of ways to do this, but I think there's easier ways for you, or you got to raise the price.
Okay. Wow. Another aha moment.
Okay.
Gina.
Yeah. All right. I didn't know you were teaching it live over 10 weeks. Like, and then how often are you teaching it live over 10 weeks?
I do 4. Last year I did, well, this year I did 4 rounds.
Wow. Okay.
I did like 1 a quarter, but I was like, I need a break. Like, this is a lot.
Of course you need a break. That's a lot.
And then I wasn't helping as many. That's why I did that for the agents that are in our company. And I really, I'm really grooming them, and,
which is great. So I just want you to record that. Do you have the recordings? Do you have the recordings?
I have some of, yeah, I probably do.
Or, okay, so one of two things. Either take the recordings you have. You're like, I feel good enough about it. It's not gonna be perfect. I'll tell you right now. Just like throw perfect out the door.
Oh, I'm not a perfectionist. You see my hair today?
It's so cute. You're adorable. Stop it. So you could create those from recorders, or you could say, I'm doing this live one last time. So I did this with my accelerator, actually. So you could say in January, February, whatever, one night only, right? You're going to do like one more 10-week live, and then that's going to become the course. But my only hesitation I'm fine with you doing that if you're like, okay, I don't have everything I need to build the course. If you want to do it one more time. And if not, just take what you got and build a course out of that. You've done it 4 times at least, right?
Oh yeah, no, I have the course. I know what I need. I just need it on those platforms you were talking about.
Just pick a platform.
I want to re-record them because I do, but that's just like me.
Okay, so then pick a date and then say, I'm going to record for Evergreen. Okay. So you're going to think through, everyone listening right now, if you're recording from Evergreen, how am I going to break this up? Like, if you're going to record for an hour at a time, I know I've got 5, 10 to 12 minute sessions that I'm going to break up into lessons in my course site. Okay. So week 1 or module 1 becomes 5 lessons that I'm going to cut up. Okay. So you walk into it knowing you're going to break it up, and you're going to make an Evergreen course out of it.
Cool.
And then that's what you're going to sell the agency. That's what you're going to sell to your partners and things like that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Oh my gosh. I'm so glad we talked about this. Couldn't leave you teaching this live for the rest of your life, Lauren.
Her life 6 months ago, seriously.
All right, you are just amazing. You have to keep me posted. Thank you so much for coming on the podcast today.
Yeah, thanks for having me.